What up, YouTube? This is Daniel Rucker with True Table. Welcome to the table. Today, coming to you with another episode. We're going to discuss something that is absolutely necessary. It's a question-based topic, but it's going to be housed around my opinion, statements, and whatnot, because I think it needs to be addressed. I think that it needs to continue to be talked about because myself, I'm confused. And maybe you guys can help me. Maybe those individuals out in the atmosphere can help me to understand where I'm missing it, how I'm not connecting the dots. But before we get started, before I jump into the kitchen, I need you to hit that like button. You know, and if you feel moved, if you feel generous, if you feel like you want to support your boy, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate it. Now, without further ado, we're going to slide into the kitchen because as you guys know, those who have followed me, you know what I do over here. I get cooking. Yes, that's what we do. Okay. Now, ladies, I stumbled across something literally last night. You've seen the thumbnail. You know what it is. Why do women think that we as men have to appease and appeal to the very things that you seek out in your life to accomplish for yourself, your goals, your accolades, your accomplishments? Why? I don't understand when the mindset set in that women believe that they are entitled as well as allowed to take what they do in their own individual life and now make it the measuring metrics of what a man should do at the point to when they meet. And if somehow, some way they decide to be together, this man needs to come to this level. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you why this is problematic. It's problematic because, one, it is lacking the ability to allow for a man to, one, decide. Two, if you have built your life in a way that puts you in a position to call all the shots, to control every aspect, to navigate absolutely everything, where you're at the top of the hill. You're the boss, you're the CEO, you're the governor, you're the lawyer. You are an all-inclusive, one-stop shop woman of power. What the heck do you need with a man? I am baffled because, see, one thing I know about us men, we are not going to take the back seat to any woman. And what do I mean by the back seat? I mean, you're not going to meet a man, not a man that is in the position of understanding his true value and his worth and his contribution and his abilities. Ladies, you're not going to meet a man that's going to sign up for your program. That's not going to happen. How can I say this? Daniel, how can you get on your YouTube channel and broadcast with utter boldness with such a blanket, broad, generalized statement? How? I can because, see, it's not in the nature. You know, one of the biggest problems that is keeping a lot of women that are accomplished single is not the fact that they're successful. I'm going to try to do my best to debunk some myths in this broadcast that women have signed up to believe that we men operate by. Like, for example, a man is intimidated by my success. A man is intimidated by my money. Men don't like it when you're accomplished or successful. Men can't handle me because I'm too successful. Relax. Sheila, Lisa, relax. No man, hear me, feel me, no man is intimidated by what you've accomplished. No man. I'm going to tell you why. Because a man is never measuring himself to a woman, ever. Most men do not live their life idolizing a woman to the degree of what she's been able to accomplish in a realm of success. You don't believe me? Tell me when's the last time you heard many men talk about, I want to grow up to be just like Oprah or Michelle Obama or Angelina Jolie or Halle Berry or Avril Lavigne, Kim Kardashian. Tell me how many men you have heard state that and then align their decisions in their life based on the women that have accomplished something, been successful, and now you got men chasing that very success. You tell me. No, it doesn't exist, because us men do not take our internal vision of what success looks like and attach it to a woman and then now put her in a position to motivate us to want to accomplish what she accomplished. Men only derive their motivation, their inspiration from other men. It's the very reason why men have to train men. Men have to be the example for men, not women. So this whole myth that you are so successful that men are just intimidated by you, like we're terrified that you're so successful. No, I said something on my TikTok a few weeks back, when I was talking to my mother about this earlier, that the sad part about this perspective, the sad part about this outlook, ladies, is that you still seem to think that your earning potential or your education or your growth in the company, you making partner, you being a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer, whatever it is that you accomplish, you still seem to think that alleviates you from the one thing that all women have in common. All women. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you are a woman that is interested in men, no matter how accomplished, no matter how underaccomplished, no matter how smart, no matter how dumb, you all, at the end of the day, will still get bent over. Hear me. So, this notion that as a woman, you have to accomplish so much in life, and then when you accomplish it, now you have to readjust your dating standard to the accomplishment. See, therein lies the problem. Men do not date women based on what they've been able to accomplish. A man doesn't care if you had a 1.8 GPA to a 4.0 GPA, a doctorate or a high school diploma. Because when a man is dealing with you, ladies, when a man is dealing with a woman, he wants to deal with the woman. The woman. Here. Peace of mind. Nature. Is she pleasant? Does she have character? Does she have integrity? Is she someone that is loyal? Is she someone that's dedicated and disciplined? Is she fun to be around? Those things matter to us. Whether you live in an apartment or a house, drive a car or catch the bus, men do not measure women on the same metric system that you guys measure us in. And see, this is why a lot of women, I believe, that are accomplished, the ones that are sitting around with a single status, trying to figure out why they're so freaking awesome, but they can't find a man to date. It's not that you can't find a man to date. It may just be the fact that you have priced yourself out the market. And what I mean by pricing yourself out the market, if you're a woman interested in men, well, see, you have to understand what men are actually seeking. You have to understand what men are looking to gain when they're interacting with a woman. And most men are not looking across the room and looking at your college degree, your alumni status, your FICO score necessarily. That's not the first thing that comes across the man's mind. The first thing that comes across his mind is, how does she look? A+ number one. Because, sweetie, I don't care how much money Oprah has. No man is sitting up here putting Oprah on the wall in getting aroused or even turned on by Oprah's aesthetics. Period, point blank. The only thing that would get Oprah mentioned in a locker room is the fact that she is on the freaking Forbes list. And that in itself is just enough of excitement to get a guy to maybe just look at her, twice. But don't get it twisted. See, you women have not been told by men. So I'm here to tell you, and hopefully this resonates. You women have not been told that it does not matter how accomplished you are. Men remove your status. Men remove your accolades. When a man is looking at a woman, he's looking at her as the organic human being she is. Because when it's all said and done, when we pull apart all these things, what you drive, what you wear, the labels, and all that, we're all primal at the end of the day, ladies. A man don't care if you rocking Guess or Gucci, Valentino, or shoot, I don't know, Oshkosh Bagosh. Like, we don't care. The organic exchange between a man and a woman is how men think. Because a man already understands that him as a person has to be competent, accomplished, solid, and so many other things that come with being a man. We understand this. Life happens for us a lot faster than it does for you guys in a sense of competitive nature and all of these things. But a lot of these ladies out here are out in the world competing in a man's world. And when I say you're competing in a man's world, see, someone's convinced you that you as a woman have to compete like a man. And that's an impossible thing. Women cannot compete like men because they're not men. No man is ever going to want to compete with you, ladies. Which brings me to my next point. It is never about how much money you make. It is never about the title on the door or the title on your paycheck or the status you hold. If men are avoiding you, it is not because how accomplished you are. It's because how much you suck, or how mean you are, or how selfish you are, or how inconsiderate you are. It has nothing to do with your status. It has nothing to do with the way what you drive, what you wear. It has nothing to do with that. See, if men are avoiding you, ladies, it's not because they're scared. It's not because they're intimidated. It's because a heterosexual man doesn't want to pull his penis out and then wait to witness you pulling yours out. They cancel each other out. He wants to be with a woman. He wants the soft touch of a woman. He wants the soft nature of a woman, the nurturing nature of a woman, the fun nature of a woman, the inquisitive nature of a woman. He does not want a fact checker, a counselor, a pastor. He doesn't want all that initially. He doesn't need you to be measuring his success. He doesn't need you to be telling him how many calories he should be balancing, or how fast he should be driving on the freeway, or how he can boost his FICO score and whatnot. That stuff comes when he actually likes you and picked you. And ladies out here are so delusional and egotistical. My term is that the audacity of society to convince you women that you think that men are competing with women. That is the most asinine notion, period. It serves a man no purpose to measure the fullness of his greatness to trump and stand over a woman in a competitive nature and feel accomplished. It doesn't serve his ego. It doesn't serve his nature. It doesn't serve his purpose. No, the problem is that women are trying to establish what they believe men have in a sense of power. It boils down to that. women have gotten a taste of what it's like to accomplish things. They've gotten a taste of what it's like to actually build something, create something, partner with people, take an idea from a conceptual state and then bring it to life and bring it to form. And that is powerful. Us as people, we're all given that same level of ability to do just that. But what I believe is happening is that women are taking it even a step further. See how often sometimes when I'm talking about things like this, I say that the reason why women struggle with this notion of understanding that even as powerful as you are, there's always someone more powerful. Even as accomplished as you are, there's always someone more accomplished. And every equation requires a dominant and a lesser dominant person to make a complete circuit. You know, if you understand anything about electricity, a positive and a negative, I think it's an ion, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but I do understand that there's a positive component and a negative component to make a whole current. It's the same thing in a relationship. Both parties cannot be completely dominant at the same level of energy, the same level of competence, the same level of absolutes. There's no equation on the planet that works the same way. The very biology that we have, from one being a vagina to the other one being a penis, tells you that in our likeness, there is a difference. And the difference always makes the whole. So women with their accomplishments out here trying to say that a man needs to come and stand at this level, and it's only measured by accolades and money and status, which it diminishes so much of men's true value. It's ridiculous. And it's so funny to me because, like I was saying, my initial point, so I don't get off topic, I think the reason why women struggle with this is because a lot of women growing up do not by nature play sports. See, men understand team. Men understand that in order to accomplish goals, even if you are the most dominant, most talented quarterback on the planet, if you're on a football team, you are nothing without the safeties. You are nothing without the centers. You are nothing without the running backs. You are nothing without the coach, the defensive coordinators, the darn referees. You're nothing. You are one person, but you need a team to complete the vision. You can't play the whole other opposing team by yourself. Men understand this, that in order for me to win, I got to know what I'm good at. And then I need to find someone that's good at what they're good at. And so as a man, when you're seeking a woman, you're looking to find a woman that's good at being a woman, that's best at being a woman. And what does that look like? What does that entail? Well, I'll tell you just a few things before I wrap this up, because I'm going a little long today. So thank you for bearing with me. What it consists of, ladies, it's not your money. It's not your education. It is not the ability to type 68 to 70 to 80 words a minute. That stuff does not translate nowhere near beneficial in the mind, in the world of a man. When a man thinks about a woman, he thinks about his peace. He thinks about refuge. He thinks about when I'm out here slaying dragons and fighting off wolves, and I'm in the trenches of trying to continue to not only just establish myself, but maintain all that I've built. At the end of the day, I want to interact with something sexy, something soft-spoken, something supportive, something that smells good, something that is providing me with nutrition, something that's providing me with speaking to my spirit, something that rub my head and let me feel all up on her, and I can hug her and make it, in a sense, all worth it. That's the exchange. Nothing about how much money you make. Nothing about what you drive or what law school you went to or what, university you went to. Men don't care about that. Men care about how will she treat me? How will she respect me? How will she represent the very program that I created as a man? And how will she align with that and be my teammate? Be my number one on my team. That's what men want. Ladies, it is not your position to build the team. You need to find out what you're good at, and then you need to find out what he's good at. And stop measuring yourself from the same metric system that is a man's metric system. Men measure men to the metrics that women are trying to measure men to in the dating pool, and it's not working for you. And if you don't believe me, just look at the list of most accomplished women, and then you tell me who their counterpart is. You tell me who their husband is. You show me a woman that is high earning, highly successful, highly ambitious, and she is standing with her equivalent. And I know what y'all gonna say, because I was ready for it. Well, Beyonce got JayZ. And the minute JayZ showed up and became the husband, Beyonce took a step back. And what I mean by step back, that's JayZ's house. She's Beyonce Carter, no longer the Knowles. He didn't take her last name, she took his. So that's what I want to touch on today. It was a passion-filled broadcast, but you know what? Sometimes I'm gonna bring the heat because I'm passionate about this. I really want to see results. I really want to see people win. And this nonsense needs to stop. This entitled mindset, the audacity of women nowadays to believe that they can throw out these notions of what they deserve and what a man can show. Sweetie, you create a life of high debt and high earning and high rises and all that. That's great. But guess what? Men don't measure from that same metric. And you'll have all of your stuff and you'll be all by yourself. So that's it for today. I'm gonna slide on out the kitchen. It's Friday. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I hope that blessings come your way. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Continue to support the channel. And yeah, you guys have a good weekend. I'm gonna come back in here on Monday with some fresh new content. I appreciate it. If you haven't gotten a chance yet, go ahead and hit that like button. I appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe, share the content, and until next time, guys, enjoy yourself. Thank you.